This is your AESH Logistics News Minute for Tuesday, March 15, 2022. In mainstream news, CNBC reports how the Russia-Ukraine war is worsening shipping snarls and pushing up freight rates. The Russia-Ukraine war is severely disrupting shipping and air freight. Russian forces are cutting off shipping routes, logistics firms are suspending services and air freight rates are skyrocketing, supply chain firms said. Russian naval forces have closed shipping in and out of the Sea of Azov, one of the few access points to ocean trade in Ukraine, said Dylan Alperin, head of professional services at supply chain software platform Kielver. This has created a heavy buildup of vessels waiting to get through the Kerch Strait. With 70% of Ukraine's exports distributed via ship, the congestion is worsening by the hour, he told CNBC. Wall Street Journal reports Southern California's ports are catching their breath during import lull. A stream of heavy-duty trucks rumbled by Alan McCorkle one recent afternoon as the head of one of the main cargo handlers at the Port of Los Angeles drove past rows of stacked shipping containers. "This is optimism right here in front of us," said Mr. McCorkle, the chief executive of Houston Terminals LLC. "Trucks to our right, trucks to our left." With about 1,000 trucks due to pick up cargo before the terminal closed for the weekend, it was the busiest that Mr. McCorkle had seen the container yard on a Friday in more than a year. SupplyChainDigital.com headline, Element Logic and Locus Robotics easing warehouse problem. Warehouse worker shortages, plus the e-commerce boom, has created a problem that firms like Element Logic and Locus Robotics are easing with automation tech. The pandemic has posed many new problems for businesses, but it has also amplified a raft of issues that were already in evidence, such as the shortage of warehouse staff. Gavin Harrison is UK sales manager of Element Logic, which has been optimizing warehouse performance for 30 years, offering robotics, software and consulting services. In logistics and transportation publications headlines, Transinfo reports on its front page, lorry driver crashes truck through Russian embassy gates in Dublin. According to Ireland's state news broadcaster, the incident happened at around 1:30 p.m. It is said that the driver of the lorry later got out of the vehicle and began distributing photos, which allegedly contained images of the victims of Russia's conflict with Ukraine. A video tweeted by RTE News this afternoon shows how an onlooker cheers at the exact moment the lorry reversed through the Russian embassy's gates. The video also shows that the vehicle belongs to Desmond Wisley Ecclesiastical Supplies, who supply products for use in churches, including Celtic Cross hand sanitizer and candlesticks of various sizes. In another headlines of Transinfo, Ukraine invasion impacts Serbian hauliers' transports to Russia. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Serbian HGV drivers had to wait at the Ukrainian border with Romania for 4 days as the Ukrainian forces didn't allow them to leave. However, thanks to a diplomatic mediation between Serbia and Ukraine, the trucks were permitted to enter Romania on Tuesday afternoon. The Serbian Chamber of Commerce has nonetheless warned hauliers of the financial unpredictability and safety hazards of conducting transport in the country's part of the conflict. TTNews.com headline, Biden's oil demands collide with drillers reining in output. The war in Ukraine has touched off a feud between the White House and U.S. oil industry, as many companies reap record profits from rising prices, despite pumping less crude than before the pandemic, leaving American consumers beset by surging gasoline costs. President Joe Biden has urged U.S. oil companies to step up production, but they are wary, given his historic hostility toward fossil fuels and the risk that new drilling won't pay off over the long term. Logistics Manager headline, Siemens partners with Parmley Graham and Arkansas Controls to produce smart AGVs. Siemens has partnered with Parmley Graham and Arkansas Controls to manufacture smart automated guided vehicles, AGVs, to meet the growing demand in logistics. The design, build, and manufacture of the AGVs are a result of collaboration with Gateshead-based Parmley Graham. The partnership aims to target the growth in the global AGV market, which is expected to double to US $3.72 billion by 2028. This has been your AESH Logistics News Minute for Tuesday, March 15, 2022. If you want more global logistics news and real-time alerts, hit the subscribe button now and follow us on social media.